Using a calculator to approximate sine, cosine, and tangent values. Being able to use a calculator really makes things easy as far as trying to calculate and get decimal approximations instead of exact values, but there is one thing to pay close attention to. If I want the sine of 75 degrees, then I need to make sure I enter in 75 degrees. If I want the sine of 0.75 radians, then I need to make sure my calculator is accepting angles as radians. And calculators can switch between the two. On my calculator here, I have a nice mode button, which gives me degrees, radians, and a third option called gradients, which were popularized in the 70s and quickly went right back out of fashion in almost every discipline. I believe civil engineering still uses gradients to some extent, but I have to make sure that my calculator is in degree mode in order to enter in sine of 75 and have it interpreted as degrees. I mentioned before that this is one of the ones that has an exact value that no one remembers. As a decimal approximation, it is 0.96. We'll call it 966. Then, switching my calculator into radian mode, I can calculate the sine of 0.75 and get out 0. Now we'll round to the nearest thousandth again, 0.682. Right, so most calculators have buttons for sine, cosine, and tangent built into them. On this particular calculator, they're showing up kind of pretty immediately. Some calculators have them buried a little bit in menus. Just as a point of reference, since I have another calculator here on hand, on this calculator, TI-34 Multiview, in order to get the trigonometric functions, you need to go into the trig menu, which you get from second, and then the pi button. Then you can select sine, cosine, or tangent from the menu. But either way, that's all there is to working with sine, cosine, and tangent.